And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has game one of the American League Wild Card Series. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Seattle Mariners. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, George Kirby. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The run comes across, and the Astros score first. It's 1-0.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side.
Number 7 digs in now.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 7.
And fouled off. The 0-1. Lined into left center, base hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
The 1-2. Down and in, moved his feet.
All right, 1 time, right here.
2-2 down. On a line, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Ty France up next for the Mariners. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Over to Abreu. Third out, and that ends the frame. Mariners leave a couple, and they're down 2-0. And welcome back. Here's the shortstop at the plate, David Hensley. Into center. 1 away.
The catcher.
So 2 down. Here's the center fielder, number 7. 1 for 1 with a single so far. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is gone. He'll touch them all. And they cut into the lead. It's 3-2.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the...
Back at T-Mobile Park, we go to the top of the 5th. And stepping in for the Astros, Yordan Alvarez. And that one in the air center field. Makes the catch for the out.
Up next to the Astros, the right fielder, Kyle.
Michael Brantley to start things off. 1 for 3. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Popped up. And there's one down.
The left fielder, number 22,
Back in Seattle, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for Seattle, number 7. Chris Framber Valdez has turned into one of the best pitchers in all of baseball. He's got that power sinker and the power cologne.
And the power curveball as well. Just a joy to watch him pitch. It seems like he's been around a long time. Kind of an old soul, Boo.
Jose Abreu up to hit.
Good swing out of him last time. Ripped a liner into center.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
And now it's Alex Bregman, 1 for 2. Out to center, number 7. Long run on his horse. He can't get there. It's a base hit. In there safely. It's 7-4.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. And that one lifted in the air center field. Number 7 drifts towards it. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, shortstop, David Hensley.
Back here at the ballpark, onto the bottom of the 8th. And now the center fielder, number 7.
Number 7.
Hey, let her fly, kid. Let her fly.
The pitch. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And that is gone. His second home run of the game, and they close the gap. It's 7-5.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one.
So the Houston Astros take game 1 of this wild card series. A huge win for them in hostile territory.
Yeah, Boog, they've still got their work cut out for them in this series, having to play on the road. But like you said, it's a huge win to jump ahead 1-0 in a short 3-game series. Just have to win one of the next 2 games to move on to the next round.
And on the home side of this one, obviously a disappointing result both for the team and the fans. But with home field advantage throughout, this series still has a lot up in the air. And this one ends with the score 8-5.
And with that, the regular season is over, and it looks like we're going to see some new faces making their postseason debut. Carlos, what can you tell about the postseason and why it's so difficult and why it's so unique?
Man, it's just a totally different ball game. I mean, it's a new beginning. So whatever you did in the regular season no longer matters.
That's right.
And I love that. I mean, the intensity that you take to the ballpark every single day is just superb. You have a new, pep in your step. You're ready to go. You know that everything you do, every little thing matters. It's the most fun I've had playing baseball, postseason baseball.
That's right. If you're a rookie making it to the postseason or you're a 10-year veteran, it's like making your major league debut all over again. All is brand new, more focus, attention from the media and outside hype, and then pitch to pitch is very intense in postseason baseball. It is the best.
What do you recall, Jake, about your first postseason start?
My first postseason start, I had some broken ribs in St. Louis, and it did not go well in Old Busch Stadium. Albert Pujols and company put a hurting on Mr. Peavy.
Yeah. Carlos, what about you?
Just trying to keep my breathing under control. And we were talking about paying attention to detail. How about this pitch right now? Win this pitch, pitch to pitch. It just escalated from there. But that's basically the mentality you got to have to succeed.
Well, 162 in the books. Now the real fun begins. The playoffs are here.
Joe, I remember back when you first burst on the scene, you dealt with the pressure, the burden of expectation, right, of being the first.
We're here in Seattle. We've got the American League Wild Card Series on the show. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Seattle Mariners. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
Absolutely, and it might seem like there's not as much pressure if you've already got a win in Game 1, but they're dying to close this series out right here and now. The last thing they want is to lose the momentum and go into a do-or-die Game 3. That's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes it feels like every game in a 3-game series is do or die. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway, and on the hill, the big righty, Logan Gilbert. What should we keep an eye on here?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Out towards right center field. And that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. And he's out, trying for 2. And now, number 7. He's a major topic of conversation. The rare two-way player at the big league level. It's pretty early on in his major league career, but it's driving a lot of excitement around the game.
Yeah, Boog, hard to not get excited about a player with this much athleticism, this much talent. Just such a rare thing in baseball. And you know, just about every front office is watching him and dreaming of having their own guy like him in the organization.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. The 1-1. Trying to move the runners over. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, he's just given himself up to move 2 runners into scoring position right there, but somehow the defense can't get an out anywhere, and this is quickly turning into a golden opportunity for this offense.
And now the first baseman, Ty France.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
The pitch. On the ground, could be 2. And the first run of the game comes across. Here's Jesse Winker.
No left field.
And here it comes. Bounce to the left side. Tosses across to first, and Winker is set down. Inning over, and it could have been worse. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll head to inning number 2 at T-Mobile Park. It's the Mariners 1 and the Astros nothing. And stepping in for the Mariners, number 7. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to Altuve, and that's 2. But they go deep twice in the inning. both solo shots. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Mariners 3 and the Astros nothing. So the batting order turns over. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are...
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And that one is out of here. A 3-run rocket. And that gives them the lead. It's 5-3.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it.
So 2 down, and up next for Seattle, number 7. That's ripped, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Man at first, Teoscar Hernandez up next for the Mariners. Over to first, and he's saved. Line drive. He's got it. And that is out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through. Jose Abreu up to hit.
Abreu, a really hard worker, a guy who takes his craft seriously in the batting cages and on the field during batting practice. He's always trying to stay in the big part of the field, not trying to have a home run derby during BP, but understands that those are typically mistakes when you're trying to hit line drives.
Makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the third baseman.
And welcome back. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now for Seattle, number 7.
Number 7.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here you go.
And a pitch. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. It bangs off the wall. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
He was all over that one. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Hey, keep it going. Need you right now.
Runner at second. Nobody out. Out to short. Hensley zips it across. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
The first baseman, number 23.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Ty France, known for his late inning heroics. Here's a 1-1. Now a pop-up on the infield. Altuve makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Jesse Winker.
So digging in, Jesse Winker.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. 1 more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
To third, Bregman. Out number 3. So the Houston Astros sweep this wild card series with back-to-back wins on the road. And they can now shift their focus to the division round.
Well, hats off to him, Boog. I mean, it's very difficult to come into a hostile stadium with all the energy and excitement of the postseason, but clearly that was no issue for these guys. They played well, and I think that bodes well for their chances at making a deep run here in October.
And a lot of disappointment for these fans and, of course, the players as well. as they turn their attention to the offseason. Not the postseason experience they were hoping for or capable of, but they'll look to build on their success for next year.
They left 5 men on base.